Hello my viewers, and welcome to today's thought-provoking video where we take a look into a powerful message directed at Black Americans. Now in this video, a brother delivers a poignant wake-up call urging people to pay attention to the alarming realities facing their communities amidst the distractions of popular challenges and trends. Now, as the brother highlights, while some may be preoccupied with viral challenges like the Megan Shake Your A challenge and twerking challenges, he warns against the dangers of overlooking the systemic issues threatening their well-being. Now, drawing attention to recent events such as burning of farms and food plants, as well as the deliberate destruction of infrastructure, he underscores the deliberate efforts to destabilize and disempower communities. Now, through his impassioned message, a brother reminds us that while it may be tempting to indulge in momentary distractions, it's imperative to remain vigilant and aware of the larger forces at play. Let's take a look at this video, and when I get back, we talk more about what he's talking about.
Okay, here we go, man. It's early in the morning. It's Monday. I don't know what happened, but I feel like I didn't get enough sleep. But anyway, I see a lot of y'all women talking about the Megan Shake Your challenge or twerking challenge. Y'all got to be hella goofy, but don't worry. That big awkward built bab y'all out here looking real stupid in a minute, right? She told y'all how to go out there and shake y'all challenge, right? But she didn't tell y'all they just blew up, they just burned down a farm with 1,800 cattle on there, right? Okay, so if y'all not paying attention, they trying to starve y'all. Keep shaking, keep staying in these goddamn churches if you wanna, but you're gonna be, it's gonna be hard to twerk when you're getting hungry, right? Y'all better stop putting food in your house. Y'all not understanding the plan. These folks trying to get everybody off this planet because they got to go, right? Okay, so I just told y'all about what? About a month ago that they burned down 3 of the biggest food plants in this country. They dropping all these bridges for a reason, right? Because if you got no bridge, how the grocery truck gonna get to your store? Or get to the store in your neighborhood? Get out to get food, huh? Y'all ain't paying attention. Keep talking about shaking your if you want to. Megan, goofy, man. I'm trying to tell y'all better stay on some real shit, right? They've been poisoning on all the drinking water and around this country, right? They dropped diesel fluid in the 3 rivers in Pittsburgh. They just put some chemicals in a river in Iowa, 750,000 fish, huh? They just they dumped cess water in the drinking water in Marietta, Georgia. Keep on shaking, but this dumb shit. Y'all keep following these dumb celebrities and shit, right? See what can happen. See what gonna happen till your dumb shit hit the fan. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all better get focused on some real shit, bro. Y'all better get focused on some real shit. I live in Atlanta. My boy told me the club was packed this weekend. What goofy. And then y'all wonder why I don't a lot of people. Because a lot of people ain't focused. But when shit hit the fan and you didn't prepare yourself, and your kids start crying because they're hungry, just remember, you was twerking it in the club and not listening to real shit when people was telling y'all that they're trying to destroy this country, right? They just dropped some concrete blocks in the water, right? And somewhere like Mississippi and damn Louisiana somewhere, right? So you know what's gonna happen with that, right? When you drop all that shit in the water, they're blocking up the dams, right? Which means that they're gonna flood town. They're gonna flood your. Where you think that water's gonna go if they block it up? If they block up the dam, that shit's gonna go into your hood. I keep trying to tell y'all better pay attention to what's going on, man. Leave these goop celebrities alone, man. Talking about twerking and shaking. How many of y'all got food in your house? How many of y'all got water in your house, right? You're gonna need enough shit in your house for about 6 months. Keep on following these goddamn goof celebrities if you want to, right? I want y'all to pay attention. See, the difference between us and them is we do shit stupid. We always been doing shit stupid. That's why there's a gap in the wealth here, right? So one day I used to live out in Marietta, and one of my partners owned a pawn shop. So I used to always go up there, sometimes sit around, just learn the business, right? So this young kid came in there. He had like a couple platinum chains on, and he wanted to pawn one till he get his check. Okay, so the guy asked him what did he want for the chain. He said, well, he paid $300,000 for this chain. The guy said, listen, platinum is only worth $2,000 an ounce. So if this is a 10-ounce chain, this chain is only worth $20,000. I don't care if you paid $300,000 for it. I gotta pay you what it's worth, resale, right? You see what just happened? You see what just happened? He paid $300,000 for a $20,000 chain. This is why the wealth gap between us and them is always going to be different, because we buy shit that depreciates in value. They buy shit that increases in value, right? We buy cars and jewelry. They buy land and businesses. That's the difference between us, man. Y'all got to wake up, bro. Y'all got to wake up. But I'm trying to tell y'all, you're already in the 12th hour, bro. All this shit that been going on, they've been planning this shit for a long time. They've been planning this shit for a long goddamn time. This is why they're destroying all these towns and bridges and shit, and putting diesel in the drinking water, cess in the drinking water, because all that shit gonna make y'all sick, because y'all goofy ain't paying attention. They've been telling y'all forever, put food and water in your house. Buy food and water every week. Put that shit in your house. A lot of y'all still running to these churches, these clubs, buying all this stupid shit, huh? But don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to be hard to shake your empty stomach, right? It's going to be hard to shake the empty stomach. But guess what? You ain't got nobody else to blame but you. It's Monday, man. Y'all have a good one.
Now, his video offers a sobering reflection on the aging realities facing Black Americans, shedding light on the systemic challenges that often go unnoticed amidst the distractions of popular culture. Now, the speaker's mention of the Megan Shake Your A challenge and twerking challenges serves as a stark juxtaposition to the gravity of the issues he raises. While some may be engrossed in fleeting trends, he urges viewers to confront the harsh realities of their communities. Now, one such reality is the alarming trend of deliberate destruction and destabilization. He draws attention to recent events such as the burning of farms and food plants, which have devastating consequences for food security and livelihoods. The deliberate targeting of essential infrastructure such as bridges further exacerbates the vulnerability of communities, hindering access to vital resources and services. Now, these events are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern of systemic injustice and oppression. His commentary underscores the interconnectedness of these issues, highlighting the insidious ways in which systemic racism and inequality manifest in everyday life. Moreover, his mention of the burning of the largest food plant in the country serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of food systems and the disproportionate impact of such actions on marginalized communities. By bringing these facts to light, he challenges people to confront the harsh realities of systemic injustice and take meaningful action to address them. His video offers a powerful call to action, urging everyone to look beyond the distractions of popular culture and confront the urgent issues facing their communities. Now, the mention of the burning of farms with 1,800 cattle draws attention to the vulnerability of agricultural communities and the devastating impact of arson on livelihoods. While specific incidents may vary, instances of farm arson have been reported in various regions, leading to significant economic losses and food insecurity for farmers and their communities. Now, the speaker's reference to the burning of the largest food plant in the country highlights the vulnerability of critical infrastructure to deliberate sabotage. Such incidents not only disrupt food production and distribution, but also pose significant safety hazards for workers and nearby communities. The deliberate destruction of bridges, as mentioned by the speaker, underscores the systemic efforts to undermine infrastructure and restrict access to essential resources, whether through intentional acts of sabotage or neglect. The targeting of infrastructure disproportionately affects marginalized communities, hindering their ability to access vital services such as healthcare, education, and food. Now, Texas was engulfed with what has grown to become the largest wildfire in the state's history, dubbed the Smokehouse Creek Fire. It already burned more than 1 million acres of land and claimed at least 2 human lives and thousands of animals, both domestic and wild. The flames primarily impacted Texas' Panhandle region, an area home to the majority of the state's cattle. The cattle inhabiting the region are not only victims to the flames, but their presence on the state's 250,000 farms are also contributing to the problem of increasingly common and severe wildfires, argue some scientists. Not only has cattle ranching probably made the area more prone to fire from an ecological perspective, an environmental researcher with the Center for Biological Diversity, told sentiment in an email, but it's also driving climate change, which is causing more fire and longer fire seasons. Now, coming to Megan's challenge, she challenged any and everyone to prove that she doesn't have the best A on Instagram with her wannabe online twerk competition. And the challenge comes after the release of her and Glorilla's synonymous track, where the two rap about having the upper hand when it comes to men. Now, on Saturday, April 6th, the host on Hoti started the twerk off with her own NSFW video showing her effortless moving around the screen. Now, this is what a brother was talking about. Unlike people focusing on this challenge, they need to be focusing on things that are going to affect them, because the impact of deliberate destruction on food security cannot be overstated. Deliberate acts of sabotage, such as the burning of farms and food plants, have devastating consequences that reverberate throughout these communities, exacerbating existing inequalities and vulnerabilities. First and foremost, such acts directly threaten the livelihoods of farmers and agricultural workers, many of whom are already operating on the margins of society. The destruction of farms, which may include crops, livestock, and infrastructure, not only results in immediate economic losses, but also disrupts the long-term food production capacity of communities. Now, without access to primary source of income and sustenance, farmers are left struggling to feed their families and meet basic needs. Moreover, the impact extends beyond individual farms to broader food systems and supply chains. The destruction of food plants, which serve as key nodes in the distribution network, disrupts the flow of food from production to consumption. Now, this disruption can lead to shortages and price increases, further exacerbating food insecurity for marginalized communities who are already disproportionately affected by poverty and lack of access to nutritious food options. Deliberate destruction also poses significant safety risks for affected communities. Fires and other acts of sabotage can result in environmental pollution, health hazards, and displacement, compounding the hardships faced by marginalized populations. Deliberate destruction of infrastructure such as bridges further impedes access to food and other essential resources. For communities already marginalized by factors such as geographic isolation or lack of transportation options, the loss of critical infrastructure exacerbates existing barriers to food security and exacerbates disparities in access to basic necessities. A dire threat to food security for marginalization communities, perpetuating cycles of poverty, inequality, and vulnerability. We have finally come to the end of the video. Share your thoughts as well in the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.